What's up? Raider Reaction TikTok Thursday. Man, we've got a little bit to talk about tonight. Taking all questions, all comments, silver and black related. That's how we do it here on Thursday nights on TikTok. What do you got? What do you got? Throw them up. Throw them up. Raider Reaction TikTok Thursday. Taking all questions, comments, silver and black related. What do you got, man? It's been some crazy shit going on. Derek Carr getting benched. I think everybody's seen it coming. I don't think it... man, it's a messed up situation. The fan base, the franchise, just want to win. And sometimes it just takes the right combination. The coach isn't going anywhere, unfortunately. And I think the coach and the GM had plans coming in. Danny, still optimistic. Nothing is set in stone. He could come back and restructure the contract. Nothing is set in stone. It all seems... He's going... Stidham's coming in, who's one of Josh Jacobs' projects since he came in the league. So you've got that connection. Directly after you hear that Carr is going to be a non-football related scratch. He's not even going to practice or be around the team. So he's obviously not involved in, helping the morale of the team going forward. So he's out in that perspective. Everybody knows about the loophole days after the Super Bowl that they could cut bait with Derek Carr or trade him or do something with him in that small window. Save a boatload of money. Get out of the contract completely. The reality of the matter is Josh McDaniels' career as a head coach, future head coach in the National Football League is tied to whatever quarterback he decides to run his contract out with. And if that's Derek Carr or if that's Stidham or if that's the guy he's going to go draft or the guy he's going to go scoop up and try to get 2 years out of, he's tying his career as a head coach to it. Because if he fails in Las Vegas after he already failed miserably in Donkeyville, he backdoored the Colts and left them standing at the altar. That's a bad look on his resume. And if he fails here, he's done. Nobody will ever give him a shot again. So his success is directly tied to the quarterback. And if he doesn't think Carr's the guy, dude, I'm telling you, the fucking Tom Brady talk, there's some validity to that. Byron Leftwich, the coaching staff of Todd Bowles, is not getting it done and are not up to Brady standards. It's not Bruce Arians calling the plays. Things are different. He's not happy. Josh McDaniels is his lap boy and has been for a long time. That just hurts me to my core to even think about that. Hurts me to my core. Yes, Donkeyville, where the donkeys live. The Denver Donkeys. Yeah, you're right. You're not going to see that Carr and Adams connection, and you may never see it again. That last interception, that may be it. That may be the last throw Derek Carr made as a Raider. And, I was just talking about it with my son. And, my son's 16 years old. He vaguely remembers Carson Palmer. That was like the first quarterback jersey that he had. He got him a Carson Palmer jersey, and then all of a sudden he was in fucking Arizona. But basically, he remembers Derek Carr. He met Derek Carr at a Pro Bowl. Derek Carr gave him like $600 worth of fucking Raider swag. Took a video with him, pictures with him, signed a helmet, signed his jersey. So he's met Carr. We've been to games. We've been front row. He's experienced all of it. Oakland, the Black Hole. He's to him, Carr is, as his life and career as a Raider fan at 16, and obviously his dad's an insane Raider fan, so he's been there since he was very, very young. He's like, it's a weird thought to him. It's going to be an interesting game against the 49ers. The 49ers are putting a lot of weight still in Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. And, the Iowa State Cyclone, it's an awesome story. He was given the chance. He come out, he shined in his first start against Brady. It's a great story until it's not. Do you think the guy's never going to have a bad game? I mean, you're putting a lot of stock in that guy. Yeah, they got a great defense and all, but Stidham, you got to put Carr aside now. Carr's done for this season. You got to start looking at Jarrett Stidham and what Jarrett Stidham is. Jarrett Stidham put some nice tape together in preseason. Yeah, it's preseason, I get it, but that's the only fucking tape that you have of Jarrett Stidham is preseason. That's it. So you gotta look at it with taking a grain of salt. I get it, but he'll run the ball. He runs the ball with no fear. He can throw the ball. He's got an arm. Quarterback out of Auburn. He's been a project in Josh McDaniels' offense for years. He understands the offense. The kid's just been waiting for a start. Everybody's huffing Brock Purdy's nuts as the next greatest thing since sliced bread. Brock Purdy was nothing but Jarrett Stidham fucking a couple weeks ago. Let's remember that. Brock Purdy got his chance because of injury. You never know. This guy's never had an NFL start. He's got to be stoked, man. He's got to be excited. He's coming in with Devontae Adams to throw the ball to, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller. He's got Josh Jacobs to hand the ball to. It's not like he's coming in with no weapons. He's coming in with weapons. His defense is depleted. Losing Chandler Jones, losing Denzel Perryman. But who knows? Who knows? It's going to be an interesting game. I'm excited to see somebody different under center. I got nothing but love for Derek, man. Derek has been a class act as the Raider quarterback. Any negative thing I got to say about Derek is strictly on the football field and not as a person or a human outside of the fucking sidelines of a football field. If this is the end, which I really think it is, I think it's a sad end for him. I really do. I think as a franchise, the Raiders wasted talent in Derek Carr that they could have got it done with. I 150% believe that. Derek Carr was a very good quarterback and still is a very good quarterback. But there becomes a time in the National Football League where you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. You've got to try something different. You've got to try to get that spark. You've got to try to catch that lightning in a bottle. You got to try to maybe go out and try something new with a different quarterback that just has a different fire and has a different will. And, maybe he's a little younger. Carr had 9 years. Golden honey, right there. I respect Carr, but 9 years is a long time. Damn long. It's 9 years. No playoff wins. Only played in the postseason one game. I mean, we can make all the arguments and make all the excuses, but there's other quarterbacks that are getting it done and are getting it done in non-perfect situations. No quarterback is in a perfect situation. Joe Burrow got to the Super Bowl last year with the fucking Bungles absolutely getting assaulted with no offensive line. I mean, other quarterbacks just figure out how to get it done. I just can't make excuses for the guy anymore. I can't. Yeah, he's statistically the greatest Raider quarterback ever. And that's only because he was the Raider quarterback for 9 years during the era where they've absolutely handcuffed the defense and offense rules now. And stats rule. Everybody's throwing for fucking 4,000 or 5,000 yards now. Even middle of the roaders. It's just the reality. Lamar to the Raiders. See, I don't see it. I don't think they let Lamar go. I don't. I really don't think Lamar is going to be out on the free agent market. And when you look across the free agent market, it's not that great. You're going to have freaking Danny Dimes from the Giants. I mean, you're going to have fucking Mike White. Brady's probably going to be out there. I mean, Geno Smith. I mean, there's not a lot of great quarterbacks that are going to be out there in the free agent market. I think these guys got to be thinking draft. I think they got to be thinking draft. I don't think it's either that or it's Brady, man. It's either that or it's Brady. How would I feel about Brady? That's a good question, man. That'd be a tough pill to swallow, brother. That'd be a tough pill to swallow. Oh, man. It really, really would. Tough pill to swallow. I don't know what I would think about that. It's bringing one of my most hated players in the league. It's almost, it'd be close to like when Randy Moss came, but even like worse. Like when I heard Moss was getting ready to go somewhere, I just knew instantly. I'm like, oh my God, the Raiders are going to get him. I don't want him. And it's along the lines of that. And I mean, look how that fucking turned out. There's just, I don't know, man. There's just guys I don't want to ever see on the team or ever see in silver and black. And that guy's one of them. You know he's going to come and wear 12. Fucking Stabler, Gannon. And that guy, I don't, man. I mean, what if? What if he comes and he leads the Raiders to something? I mean, that'd be such a tainted fucking season, man. I don't know. I don't know. Brady deserves a good team like the Niners. I don't think. I don't know about all that. Yeah, Tampa's not a good team right now. Bruce Arians tried to set up that team with his buddies when he stepped away and kind of moved them in. But see, I'm not 100% sure Devontae's gone. I think that that ego can be stroked. That can be mended. He's got to understand. Carr was here 8 years before he came, so there's a new regime. It's a business, not personal. And he's still a number one quarterback, and they still want to stick talent around him, or a number one wide receiver, excuse me. And they want to stick talent around him, and they want to give him a quarterback. And, I understand Adams isn't happy. I posted the video. I get it, but I think that fence can be mended. And Josh Jacobs, I think they can franchise tag Jacobs. Thank you for those follows, those you guys are following. If you haven't followed us here on TikTok, man, give us a follow. We keep it real, raw, and uncensored when it comes to Raider coverage. We've got El Parata's pregame show on Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook before every Raider game. And then, of course, my postgame reaction live on Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook and Raider Reaction on YouTube directly after every Raider game, no matter where the fuck we're at. I agree. Romanowski, T-Man Bear, that's another one that you couldn't stand until they came. I get it. And, you know, if Brady came and they were probably winning and they're having a great season and he's embracing being a Raider and blah, 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 I don't know, man. I don't even want to have to think and go down that thought process. I really don't. See, because I live deep behind the enemy line already. I moved here about, like 15 years ago now for work. And I already live in the area of Brady now. When Brady left the Patriots and came to this neck of the woods, I was just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I can't get away from this motherfucker. And then now if he'd go to the Raiders too, that's why I kind of have a little inside, I wouldn't even say it's inside, but a little more, you know, in tune with what's going on Brady's side of the world, just because I'm subject to their fucking local sports talk radio half the time. And, you know, the reality of the matter is that dude's still playing at a certain level. This coaching staff just sucks. God damn. The thought of it just disgusts me to my core. It really does. It really does. Just disgusts me to my core. Carr did hold the team together all of last year, and you know I was telling my wife because we were at the game when the Sparklers were put to rest last season in that final game, and I told my wife you know a couple days ago I said we probably witnessed the greatest win of Derek Carr's career because that was it, putting the Chargers out, getting the team into the postseason. That was a great win that night. Sunday Night Football. It's a great win. But that might be it. That just might be it. He may end up a fucking jet or a Titan or who knows. How do I feel the Carr's gone? I think it's just time for a divorce. Like I said, I got no hate for Derek Carr. Not at all. You know, I think a lot of the reason Carr didn't succeed, I think the franchise wasted his talents. I honestly do. I think the franchise's dysfunction got in the way of his success. And now he is what he is. He's got miles on him, and I just think it's time for a divorce. I just think it's time for change on both sides. I think the Raiders will be better off at this point without Derek Carr, and I think Derek Carr will be better off without the Raiders. It just is what it is. It's just time for divorce. That's all. Doesn't mean anybody's a bad person on either side of the fence. Just means it's time for divorce. And sometimes in sports, divorce is healthy. You know, I wish him luck. I got no ill will. I got no bad feelings for Derek Carr. He had some great wins as a Raider. But basically, to me, his two big marquee wins were the first win in Allegiant Stadium and the last game of the season, regular season last year, to put the team into the postseason and eliminate the Sparklers. That's really it. I mean, he's got some other nice games along there. The one win against Kansas City, you know, the when he ended the losing streak in his first year, that win against Kansas City. I mean, he's got some other nice ones, but well, that just depends. There, dice throwing. That just depends on the situation. Sometimes you got to let it out on the side of the road. It's getting crazy. You never know. It's throwing cheeseburgers and shit at you while you're going down the road. You don't know. You don't know what's going down. The NFL has turned into a have to win their user 274560222. Yeah, it has. And the fact of the matter is, you can flip a team around and be successful in a year or two in the National Football League with the way free agency and the way you can bring in talent through the draft. So to go from somebody goes from worst to first every year in the NFL. A team's up that was down last year. Every year, teams turn it around. So quick turnarounds can happen. So to be with the guy for 9 years, you just got to try something else. You've thrown all different kinds of coaches at him. I mean, let's be realistic. He was supposed to. The return of Gruden was supposed to be something fucking special, which was a dumbass idea to try and reach back and try to recreate past glory. That didn't fucking work out. Then you brought back the old offensive coordinator with him to try and fix things, and it's just... And now, I mean, look at the stats, dude. He's missed Devontae Adams damn near as many times as he's hit him this year. It's just time for a change. It's time for a change. It just really is. I'm interested in which direction this is going to go. Are they going to try to go grab a veteran, or are they going to try to hook their success to a rookie? We'll see. We'll see. I appreciate you all. I hit about my time limit that I stay here on TikTok. Appreciate you all. It's going to be an interesting game this weekend. It's been a while since we've had to root for another quarterback on the field for the Silver and Black. And I'm hoping for the best for Jarrett Stidham because I just don't think the new regime's been impressed with Carr, and I think they're going to part ways. And maybe Stidham can work in the mix going forward. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know nothing about the kid. He wasn't drafted highly. He wasn't touted coming out of college. He's just a guy who needs a shot. He's a guy like Brock Purdy, like Kurt Warner, like all these other guys that just needed a shot. Here's his shot. He's at 2 fucking games. Go out and prove to people you're an NFL starting quarterback. I'm rooting for number 3. I'm out. Thank you for joining me. Raider Reaction TikTok Thursday. Make sure to follow us on Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook, Raider Reaction on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. And join the official group of Raider Reaction on Facebook, about 15,000 strong. The Raider Nation Dark Side. It's just like all of our forums. There's no moderators in there. It's a real, raw, uncensored forum for you to speak your mind about the team that you love without stupid-ass hall monitors telling you what you can and can't say, because that's just some fucking bullshit. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.